Hey guys, Brian here from Whelan Cameras, and today we have Sayed from Sony, and we're going to talk about some of the new products, and mainly we're going to have a look at the A6400. Was just announced a couple of weeks ago. So Sayed, A6400, tell me a little bit about the cool specs that this machine has.
Yeah, definitely. So the 6400, it's an addition to our lineup. It's coming in just above the 6300. Now we're still working with a 24 megapixel sensor in the camera like the 6300, but that's really where the resemblance will end, because this camera has had a complete overhaul of it as well. So mainly this camera is aimed at the likes of the people that like to travel, families with young children who are always on the move, as well as video creators and vloggers for that as well. What makes this camera extremely special and unique, especially in our lineup at this moment in time, is it's got the world's fastest autofocus at 0.02 seconds, which is ridiculously quick, as you can imagine.
Locks on immediately.
Absolutely, exactly that. So we're working with 425 phase detection autofocus points, as well as 425 contrast detection autofocus points, which is a step up of the 6300, which only had 25 contrast detection.
So I've heard a lot of from our tech savvy users who love to get into nitty gritty and talk about phase detect and contrast detect, and this is kind of a decision that a lot of them have made on particular cameras based on how this works. So this has the best of both worlds now. It has absolutely, the same for either side of it. So
definitely, and some of the other things we've actually added into the focusing system are such things as real-time eye autofocus and real-time tracking, so it will really stick onto the subject and track the subject as they move across the frame, no matter if that's in stills or in video as well, which makes
video
it
too.
really unique. Absolutely.
Right, so we might have seen this, you guys, about the firmware updates that are coming soon for the other cameras, but it's in this, and it's been a game changer for Sony, the eye focus. Like, I'm a Canon user, as you may know from the other videos, but my god, the eye focus in this, I think it's why a lot of people switch, is because of this. And now it constantly follows, right? And it's in the video as well, and it's amazing.
Absolutely, it's just it really does change the way that you shoot. It adds confidence into the user, especially when you're shooting at wide open, such as f1.4.
Yeah.
It just gives you that confidence that you're going to nail the focus every single time.
So instead of taking 5 or 6 shots and go, right, I got that one, you take one shot and you got it. It's just this nailed on, and that picture's going to be great. You don't have to zoom in, you don't have to bring it up on the screen to make sure that your eye is in focus. It just is, it's in focus.
Exactly. And we've made it even easier to use again for some users. So by half depressing the shutter now, it engages this real-time eye autofocus for you. So it will find the eyeball straight away by half depressing the shutter without having. You can also customize it to another key, obviously, but it's one of the features. Yeah, absolutely.
So it seems to use this wonderful phrase that we hear a lot these days as AI. Yes. So it's not the movie with Haley Joel Osment in it, right? It's something even better. It's so tell me a little bit about how it's using the AI, or what.
Absolutely. So the camera now, what the cameras are able to detect is a human body as such. So it detects human body and knows straight away to look for the face, and if it can find the face, superb, and if it can find the eyeballs, it will put the eyes into focus. And there's actually a little feature in here, you can override what eye becomes in focus as well, so either the left or the right. That's again another addition which we've added into the eye autofocus system on the cameras with that. But also the AI, it works with speed. So that's why we're able to do the real-time tracking. So it's a speed with a combination of our artificial intelligence, which gives you the real-time tracking and the real-time eye autofocus. It's quite difficult to explain in words until you put the camera in your hands and see it in action.
We've seen it in a couple of other products that have been announced now, like there's a particular flash on the market that has AI and it automatically detects the
right. Yes.
So, but it's something that's coming in more and more, and we're hearing this phrase more and more. So it's really great now that we're seeing the benefit of it coming into a camera that photographers can actually benefit from. So it's huge.
Most definitely. I mean, and it is really making the cameras easier to use, and it allows us to focus on the photography aspect and framing our shot, and
Sure.
that is the beauty of it. We don't have to worry about the focusing as such anymore. It's still important, but the camera does the hard work for us, and we can just focus on being creative.
The photograph.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so like this camera, a lot of people, and you'll read a lot of reviews and a lot of the videos and stuff, and they always talk about the vloggers and the video and the video and the video. We take it, video is brilliant, but a lot of you guys, you're like me, you're photographers. This camera is also a wonderful photography camera. We were just discussing it off the video about some people who want to get into sports, and they don't want, they can't spend a ton of cash getting a A9 or a 1DX Mark II or whatever. So this system, with this focusing system, I mean, for sports shooters who are starting off, it surely would be an option, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, you're working with 425 autofocus points, which are covering approximately 83% of your sensor, which is fantastic. But again, with this real-time tracking, doesn't matter, let it be football, let it be rugby, sports, horse racing, whatever it might be, it will absolutely track the subject throughout the frame as you're following and taking the shots. The sensor itself is a 24 megapixel sensor, so you're working with plenty of detail within your shots as well, and the camera will shoot at up to 11 frames per second continuous shooting as well. And once you add all these ingredients into the mix, absolutely it makes it a fantastic little sports camera for somebody that's starting out, and they can be confident they will be bringing out phenomenal results from it as well.
Face detect as well, like, as in, will it recognise a person's face like the other models do?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So it's got the eye autofocus in there, but the face detection. So if it cannot find the eyeballs, it will revert to face detection, and as soon as it picks up the eyes again, it will jump to the eye autofocus, making it that little bit more accurate. Yet again.
Yeah, another little feature as well that's new in this one is the screen. So a lot of people were saying about the 6300, 6500 about the screen. So the screen comes up.
So yes, so now if you're like to film yourself, you can actually see what you're doing, which is absolutely fantastic. And it's the one thing we've added into the interchangeable Sony cameras is the fully articulated flip screen, as well as it being a touch screen, so we can select our focus points by tapping the screen, moving all the focus points around on there as well. So yeah, the screen will fully flip out for all the vloggers out there who like to do that and want to have this real-time tracking whilst they're filming. It makes it the obvious choice, really.
Yeah, so like, I mean, you know, like with our videos, we always like to look at what people say. You know, we're not always saying about how great things are. So people have been saying about the screen, oh, well, we can't put a microphone on top and the screen is up. One word, hyphenated, L bracket, right? Just get an L bracket.
Yes. Yes.
Or get a cage, maybe, preferably, and just put the mic over here. You know, it's not a huge deal. You know, I mean, or if you have a lapel mic, because if you're filming yourself, you probably should have a lapel mic anyway.
Well,
so then the lapel mic won't be on it anyway. So look, it's, you know, stop quibbling. It's a brilliant thing. You know, that they managed to manufacture it so that it will flip up and then not lose any of the structural integrity of the lineup of A6000, A6300, A6500, and now the A6400. That it's keeping the same body shape, and now you have the screen, so you can see what you're doing.
Absolutely with that as well. And I mean, we talk about this camera a lot for the video, but like you mentioned earlier, there are a lot of stills photographers out there, and the image quality out of this is absolutely stunning. And the image quality has actually been inherited from the likes of the A9.
Yeah.
So it's lovely to see that the other cameras are getting a lot of this technology trickled down from the top of the line.
That's quite exciting.
Yes,
yeah, that's
absolutely.
what's really exciting, is that now like Sony is just giving you stuff, you know, and like you want it, they're throwing it into it, and it's a camera at this price range that has this stuff in it is just madness, you know. Well, it's not mad, in a good way, in a really good way. No, so I mean, look, to sum it up, wonderful for travel, for vlogging, for families, for sports. It's an excellent option, and it's still really easy to use, which is always great as well. So that's what I always like to stress with these guys. They're as easy to use as you want them to be, but this has more stuff than you need as you grow, so you can grow into this camera. So yeah, it's looking like quite an exciting model.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a fantastic camera. So to sort of wrap it up, we're working with a 24 megapixel sensor. We've got 425 autofocus points on there. We've got the flip screen. We've got the touch screen on there. We've got the internal 4K video recording without pixel binning, which is also oversampled as 6K. To give you real smooth video features within that. And again, you've got your S-Log 2s as well as your S-Log 3s, HLG for your hybrid log gamma. So if you are really into your video, you do have the beauty of colour grading your footage later on and applying the look that you would like. So out of such a small camera, it does really give you everything that you could want from a nice little portable interchangeable lens mirrorless system.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And then look, if you were starting off in college and you're studying some video or whatever you're doing, and all the words it just went whoosh. It's no problem. You'll need to know it sometime, and this camera does it. It still does push you the button and stop it, but it does so much more.
So much more. Yeah. I mean, we're not really doing much justice in just skimming over some of the features on this. But what I would certainly recommend, guys, is if you do have time and you are looking for a new product that will get you maybe into photography, get you into video and various different disciplines of photography, I would certainly recommend pop down to Whelan's, put the camera in your hand and see what it can actually do for yourself. It's one thing believing myself and you, but until you try it yourself, it's a game changer.
I just saw a video last night. I don't know if you guys watch Kai. I love his videos. He's brilliant. And he just had the one line at the very end. He said, it doesn't matter what the bloggers say, what all these other people say, the most important spec is hand feel. So if you think, this ticks the boxes with specs, pop it in your hand, and if you fall in love with it, then it's the one to go with.
I agree. Yeah. I agree, definitely.
Cool. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks, Sayed, for coming all the way over to talk to us. If you like this kind of video, hit subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.